My name's Kim Malcolm Ong and I'm here to represent Croxon Ramsay with the Djerring Flemington Hub. The Hub is a large community centre consisting of social community-based program spaces and sporting facilities. There's also a rooftop garden terrace, community canteen and kitchen. It's a council-run facility that is intended to attract and encourage participation from local residents and visitors that are of a diverse multicultural and multi-generational background. The project aspires to address social and environmental sustainability whilst being understated yet effective to garner community trust and engagement. The design embraces but challenges the typology of community centres. We sought to retain the physical and material language of such building types, but also exploit its form and its relationship to the surrounding structures. We wanted the Hub to be considered by the local community, especially from social housing, as a place of belonging that provides for social needs, as a workplace for local residents, and during hot or cold periods of the year, as a place of refuge for the social housing towers that are unable to cope. A major sustainability choice was to undergo Green Star certification. The Hub is located in Debneys Park, and it's surrounded on three sides. There's social housing towers to the south, city link overpass along the east, and private housing apartments to the north. It's part of a newly refurbished sporting area, as well as enhancements to existing adjacent parklands. Whilst large, the Hub is dwarfed by the surrounding towers and overpass. It was very important to consider how it was viewed from a high vantage point. We wanted to convey the Hub as an extended living room and backyard to share the community at large. Such considerations included minimal roof clutter by concealing services inside. The site is unique and challenging. Soil conditions and remediation works were required. The external spaces enhances the communal backyard offering. The sports field oval has been redeveloped, as well as new and upgraded sports courts and parklands. We look to include regeneration of the park's random vegetation with up to 40 new native trees, as well as numerous native vegetation plantings with more to come. In order to embrace the challenge of the typology, we sought to retain common parameters but push our building form away from the large flat roof construction as typically found. We look to architectural theory for universal shapes that encourage the local community to see our project as a place of belonging and shelter regardless of one's cultural background. In order to be understated yet effective, our material language may seem simple, but great care was taken with its selection. Consider the way typical colour bond sheeting is used to express the triangular form of the roof, which is the entire upper floor level, where it erects down and forms a balcony wall. Structural blockwork is economical both in support and as a finish, but a specific one had been chosen because it uses recycled crushed glass instead of sand, which is a finite resource. Coloured flakes of glass are decorative but integral. Timber portal frames are expressed in a universal form and visible both from outside and inside the building. It's not decorative, it provides a significant structural element to the project holding up the roof and provides large internal spans on the top floor. For Green Star, we undertook both design and as-built accreditation. Our commitment to environmental sustainability meant implementing many ESD principles. Using engineered timber framing alone educated us about the need for the built environment to reduce carbon emissions through more sustainable construction practices. The benefits of carbon sequestration resulting in a reduced reliance on just steel and concrete structures. The engineered timber supports the roof, is the main upper level wall support and is tied to the structural slab. The A-frame form is deceptive. Its shape is adjusted to suit our internal spatial requirements. The concrete specifies much greener alternative using significantly less Portland cement, reduced aggregates and water that was either recycled or reused. Limiting steel structures to a more secondary role allowed smaller steel member sizes to be used throughout. Airtightness was an important consideration for efficient use of the mechanical heating and cooling energy recovery systems. Pushing the structural span limits of the ground floor plan permitted a large central open lounge as the main focal entry point inside the Hub. There are informal places together, allowing circulation off into two main directions. Food is an important cultural element. There is self-serve kitchenettes throughout, bringing your own food or to make your own drink so that no specific group is ever disenfranchised from visiting the site. We wanted this central position and connected areas to be flexible for work, play and gathering. Larger groups can occur and council had plans to hold events within this lounge area. Further, there is a canteen on the ground floor, a much larger fully fitted community kitchen above and a cafe as pictured here. It was an important element during our consultation to provide multiple options, including the use of culinary plants grown on the roof terrace with education and cultural exchange front of mind. Some of the main spatial elements include gender-neutral sporting facilities, a multi-faith prayer room with appropriate ablutions in all the bathrooms, community consultation rooms, central reception at the heart, a ground floor recreation hall and family program rooms. The spaces are informal and reconfigurable as needs changes. There is a large rooftop terrace garden which is served by the community kitchen. In the middle there is a central multi-level void with a bridging element allowing visitors to look down to the ground floor, further enhancing views of the portal framing inside. Our internal material palette is rich but simple whilst being environmentally aware. The triangular forms are further expressed throughout the spaces. The vantage points in the building is purposely made to highlight the surrounding towers that are nearby, whether from inside or from the roof terrace. Further community programs are catered along the left wing side of the building at the upper levels. Again, we spoke about the larger community kitchen, so that's in the central point there. And on the right hand side of the wing, we have a large community hall that can be subdivided into 3 separate spaces for maximum flexibility. Balconies along the northern face allows additional outdoor connection and views of the sporting field oval and its surrounds. Again, the rooms are reconfigurable on an as-needs basis and it will develop and settle over time. The ceiling spaces structurally allow us to carve out and extend beyond the flat plane and bring in both natural light and acoustic control. Flexibility in the community halls can cater for events ranging from seminars, small theatre productions and even a dance studio with dedicated timber strip flooring. Finally, we wanted to highlight one more item from many other items. Multiple layers of richness have been considered for social sustainability. Council had engaged an artist from an early period during the design and consultation phases. Part of this was for an artist to work with the local community and with the building's design. Through much consultation, a decorative collage was developed exploring the stories of the local community members such as Indigenous elders and migrant groups. It became a part of the building's fabric. A PIC perforated metal system was used to provide a subtle imagery that invites users to identify visual elements contained within without being too overt and still with form also as a screening material. With such elements, community legacy with the project can be further strengthened. This is my last slide. I'm thankful for being able to share a project of social significance for a local community with social needs. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.